I'm Sara Honey. I'm a founder of Microgeneration Limited. Microgeneration are a 100% renewable energy company. We design, install, advise and maintain all sorts of renewable energy solutions, and that includes everything from solar panels right the way through to wind turbines of up to 50 kilowatt. Today I'm going to be talking to you about some top tips on what you should consider when you're looking at renewable energy and what might be feasible in your particular situation. The first bit of advice really is don't guess, measure. When you're looking at what you want to do with your energy, you need to really analyse what your current energy usage is. So what you're using for heat, what you're using for hot water, what you're using for power use. And then you need to think about how you can actually reduce it. You should always reduce it first. Once you've done that, then calculate what your future energy use is likely to be and where you're going to need it. Then you can look at renewable energy options. You shouldn't start to do it before that. My second tip would be to consider the system in terms of outputs, not just size. Renewable energy systems performance is always measured in terms of output, and you might find that there's two systems that seem to be the same size, but depending upon how it's installed and your particular situation may produce a completely different output. You also need to consider the output of that system in relation to your existing systems. You will be integrating the system, so you need to make sure that they work with each other in terms of the overall output of energy and not just in terms of what size of system you're putting on your roof or in your building. My third recommendation is that you remember that your project is unique and that one solution does not fit all. The type of renewable energy options that might work for you will be very dependent upon a lot of considerations. That's your location, the type of building, what your energy use is, what your hot water use is. Look at all the different options, make sure you get some proper advice about what will actually work for your particular situation. My fourth recommendation is to make sure you examine the incentives. The Green Energy Cashback Scheme will pay you money for generating your own electricity, generating your own heat via renewable energy solutions, but there are different payments for different technologies. What you need to look at is consider the short-term cash cost versus the longer-term benefits. So what might actually work in your installation might actually be a pellet boiler because it will give you a longer-term payback versus solar thermal, which is shorter term. But if you're not staying in the property any length of time, perhaps you want to consider the solar thermal so you get more money up front. So short-term cash implications against the longer-term benefits, and make sure that you go for those longer-term benefits. My fifth and final tip is be prepared to change your habits. Your renewable energy solutions will give you the advantage of cheap and/or free electricity and energy at various times. But renewable energy solutions cannot be switched on at the flick of a switch. Therefore, you need to be aware when the sun's out, perhaps, that you want to use your free hot water or your free electricity. And you will also find yourself switching things off when you don't need them. You need to monitor your energy usage and you need to be aware of the impact that the environment is having on your energy usage, and make sure that you change your habits to fit.